Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day is the Hooded Man. And this is a major arcana card. Major arcana to me are all about life lessons. And this life lesson is telling me that it is a time for stillness and contemplation. One of the things that stand out on this, as I bring the card up, the Hooded Man looks like he's talking to the Page of Arrows, all right, which is a wren. And the wren is one of they say by myth, is one of the smartest birds ever that were out there. Flew on the back of an eagle, got to the highest level that he's out there. But, pages are messengers. So he might be giving or receiving a message that's allowing him or you, me, however you want to look at it, the opportunity to contemplate something, to look within. He also has a light that he's shining on it so he could see the wren in the lighting. So that tells me that it's during the evening, maybe mid-morning, before the sun comes up, maybe getting into dusk. Right. It's also in a winter landscape, which is, winter is a time of rejuvenation, right? Where everything is kicking back, waiting for spring to hit in. It's kind of like a dead time, right? But, there's a lot of growth going on. So, here the Hooded Man is talking with this page, trying to figure out what the message is, or maybe he wants to give a message to somebody. And, so I look at the symbolism within this as well as yesterday's card. So if I hold them up like this in the order that they're on the table, that Queen of Arrows, the swan, is pointing in the direction of the Hooded Man. And we talked about this yesterday, okay? The Queen of Arrows wants you to transition to different pools, different waters. She is the queen of air, queen of logic, queen of reasoning, and, she doesn't like to stay stagnant. So in that transition of moving to different waters, the wren is also pointing toward the Hooded Man, and it's saying, okay, it's a time of reflection, a time of contemplation. You need to rethink stuff, right? The lamp is often used in a couple other scenarios. One I want to say is it offers I can't remember, it might be the eight of arrows, where the arrows are all broken, but it offers you that light, that hope that's at the end of the tunnel, bringing light to the fears that you may be looking at as you look within, facing those own inner demons. It allows you to acknowledge an opportunity to seek wisdom, right? To talk with others. Maybe that queen has got some wisdom for you, okay, as you're moving forward into those different waters. I got mosquitoes all over me right now. See if I can get them out of the way. But like I said, as you're seeking that knowledge, it draws on that winter landscape, and and it helps you provide that your own spiritual nourishment that's going on out there. He's reflecting on the journey and experience. Now, as you're the wanderer going through your journey, and you come across all these different people in the major arcana, and the Hooded Man is one of those seers, one of those wisdom-seeking persons that you come upon that allows you to gain some wisdom within. Seek the wisdom that's within. Contemplate, where are you headed in life? What's going on? What's happening with your relationships? What's going on with your career? Whatever those situations are, right? And through that, as you're talking to your spirit guides, your angels, things of that nature, maybe like the crickets have answers for you, or maybe the mosquitoes have answers. They're buzzing around my ears and stuff like that. Take that time to listen to what nature's providing for you. Listen to the wisdom of Gaia, of the Hooded Man, and try to become reborn internally, right? and universally. Just understanding where you're going to go, who you're going to meet, how's it going to affect you as you go forward. It's a great time to withdraw and contemplate those things that are going on in your life and to understand who you are in the universe. You're not alone. You got your spirits out there, you got your guides, your friends, family members to help you move forward. And that's the key to this card. That as you sit back and don't get into the woe is me, look at it as an opportunity to grow and to gain that knowledge, to seek that wisdom. Because his light will show you the path. We talked yesterday about that Ten of Bows responsibility, and that's the card that just dropped off this week. So, here you have the responsibility. You're using your resources wisely, however you want to look at it, with that Six of Stones, exploitation. And then you've got the Nine of Bows and the Nine of Stones that come in, for the respect and the traditional values that you have. So as you're contemplating that responsibility that you've had, and you're using your resources wisely, time, energy, money, however you want to look at it, could be other people, that are invested in you, making sure that you're using your resources to, do whatever in a relationship or do whatever in a career, right? You gain that respect. You follow the traditional values of what's going on based on that Nine of Stones. And you have a little bit of an opportunity with that Five of Vessels, that ecstasy, to kind of rejoice, to dance a little bit, saying, you know what, I'm on the right path. I'm doing the things that I need to do. And then the Nine of Vessels, generosity, shows up. Now, 3 nines, I didn't talk about this yesterday, but 3 nines are significant in a reading because what that's telling you is you're coming to a culmination within a period of things coming to fruition. Okay, and maybe that's why you're sitting back and you're looking at this hooded man, this contemplation, right? This life lesson to say, you know what? I got the respect. I'm doing things where traditionally, things are successful, and I'm being rewarded in a generosity of others, right? Or maybe you're being generous. You're using those resources wisely, and it comes to mind of if you do unto others, and you're joyous and you're happy and you're generous with your gifts, those gifts come back to you. Sometimes twofold, threefold, fourfold. So, being generous within all that, coming to a culmination ahead of whatever it is you're working on, a relationship, career, whatever. Those 3 nines are saying that, you know what? You're doing well for yourself. Stones is all about materialism. Bows is all about creativity. Vessels is all about emotion. The only thing that's missing on this is the air logic, and that's where that Queen of Arrows comes in. Yesterday, right? So that Queen of Arrows is saying, all right, I need to move to another avenue, right? I need to, not be stagnant, all right? Let my resources work for me. Let the respect work for me, And as that hooded man talking with that page, that Ren, as you reflect on everything that you've done that's been good in your career, in your relationships, in your family matters, however you want to look at it, take joy in the fact that you're actually moving forward. Contemplate where you are. I often say that, when you look back to where you were a year ago, or when you look back to where you were 5 years ago, are you better? Are you worse? And I would say 9 out of 10 times, the universe has guided you along your path to be better than where you were. I look back, a year ago, where was I? I'm taking care of things, right? I'm in the workforce. I'm working. I'm doing what I need to do to survive. And when I reflect on that time now, I see myself in a much better place. Much better emotionally, spiritually, physically. My mental health is good. I'm very grateful for that time that I had to be able to work on myself as well as help others. And today's a great day where I can be that hooded man, or you could be that hooded man, right? And look back and say, where was I a year ago or 2 years ago, even 6 months, even last week, right? Let that light shines to show you the path forward. That light shines to show you who to talk to in the future, like this page of wrens. This page of arrows, I should say, this wren. And his light, the hooded man shows you that path. We need that downtime. We need that reflective time to kick back and say, am I on the right path? Only the universe knows whether you are or whether you're not. You can feel it, you could intuit, and you can, continue moving forward, just like that Queen of Arrows. Do so in a logical sense. Do so in a reasonable sense. Understand, that the universe has a path for you. It has a plan for you. Sit back, think where you were, be grateful for what you have, and continue to move forward. So that's the message of the Hooded Man. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. This is D for the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.